All right, testing, testing. Can everybody hear me so far? Okay, you can hear me, mate? Awesome. Okay, so yeah, essentially what I did was I copied all of my stuff from Twitch and put it in a different profile. So I'm hoping everything still pretty much is the same. Um, yeah, so y'all should still be able to see, my screens. You should be able to hear me. There is a sort of hi, Collins, bro. How you doing? Okay. Um, I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm gonna get into the streaming channel so y'all can see my avatar. I don't have my VTuber stuff set up for this yet, so mostly just because Twitch redeems aren't gonna work on here. So yeah, yeah. So just a second, chat. Okay, here we go. Where's the thing? Here we go. Okay. I'm there, and let's go to just chatting. Y'all should be able to see me here in just a second. Okay, y'all see a giant fox on screen now? I hope you do. I'm not sure if there's any stream delay either. So if it seems like I'm delayed or something like that, please let me know. But hi, we're on YouTube. Uh, okay. So I'm not used to streaming on YouTube, so I'm not sure if you guys are blasted with ads as soon as you come in or what the situation is. All I know is there's like a handful of you in here at the moment, so I'm trying to figure out everything that's going on with it. Okay, so some folks are messaging me privately saying looks good. Okay, I mean, as long as it looks good, as long as I sound good, as long as I can hear the music in the background very faintly, I think we're pretty much set. Yeah. It's a little different being on YouTube. I'm not sure what to expect with this, but it's gonna be a fun ride. I think I'm trying to be silver lined about what's going on, but I do owe an explanation to a handful of people because I know my message was pretty long on Twitch. So allow me to explain what happened, and it's embarrassing on my part, 100%. So here it goes. Okay, try not to judge me too harshly. I know y'all will, but try not to judge me too harshly. So what happened was after my stream on Sunday, after I rated out to Matt and everything like that, for some reason in my pea-sized little brain, I thought that the stream had ended. I forgot to close it. I didn't close out OBS or anything along those lines. So after I rated, it turns out my stream was still going and people could still see my desktop, right? So yeah, okay, cool. Needless to say, there was some content that was against Twitch's terms of service. And unfortunately caught a chunk of it. And so yeah, that's what happens when you have NSFW content showing up on your streams, right? It's bad. So yeah, that's where the suspension came from. That was my mistake, and I have corrected it to where that's not going to happen again. Because yeah, I'm no longer gonna share my display to anybody from here on out. It's only gonna be just straight up the programs that I'm in, right? It's no longer gonna be no longer going to be screen sharing anymore, okay? Because I thought I'd be cool and show you guys the references that I was working with on the art stream, and that came back to bite me hard. So no more. I apologize for that. Hence why we're here on YouTube. Um, so I am a little confused though because I was under the impression that my channel was suspended from streaming for 90 days. However, when I went to my channel, it showed that I was suspended, right, because of that little accident. Which, by the way, I did try to appeal. I did try to appeal it and be like, look, it was an honest mistake. I had no idea that I was streaming anything live. You know, I've taken steps and precautions and everything like that to make sure that it doesn't happen again. And Twitch still said no. But I'm confused because before, when I would go to my channel, it wouldn't allow me to like show any content or videos. I couldn't even access my chat. But yesterday evening when I went to go take a look, all of a sudden I have access to it again. So does this violation just appear on my account for 90 days, and if I do it again then I get banned or something? Or like, am I allowed to stream again? I don't know, but I'm not about to take any risks at the moment until I get more clarity on it, because the last thing I want is to piss off Twitch even further. So yeah, so there we go. You now know a mistake I made, and you can all laugh at me because I laughed at myself after I got done being annoyed. So yeah, feel free to feel free to give me crap if you want. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening with the channel at the moment. I don't even have alerts, I don't think, set up. I didn't even think about alerts. I just wanted to go live and test things out and see how it was going. So, yeah, I mean, I'm counting on everybody that's here in the chat with me today to let me know if there's anything going on that's off or something that seems good, bad, I don't know. So we're kind of new to this. It's like our first day streaming all over again, but on a different platform. So if y'all can still hear me, you know, definitely let me know. If you can't, let me know. Like, we're here to, this is a learning experience, right? But I'm kind of glad this is happening though, because this gives me the opportunity to you know, this gives me the opportunity basically to set things up on YouTube, because at some point it did cross my mind on a few different occasions that I was going to try and do a multi-stream both here on YouTube and on Twitch, because, you know, I do want to expand the channel. I do want to expand the platform, you know, myself and everything like that. So I'm trying to see this as a silver lining of getting myself comfortable with YouTube so I can get comfortable with it when I do multi-streaming. But yeah, so this is kind of where we're at the moment. It was embarrassing, it was silly, it was a mistake, but not one that I'm going to make again. I have learned. I have learned from my mistake. But so what we're gonna do today is, it's not gonna be a very, very, very long stream. I at least want to do an hour, maybe hour and a half tops. Just to make sure everything runs smoothly and everything. This is a testing stream after all, so naturally I don't want to linger too long on a testing stream, especially since I can't or don't have redeems or notifications pulled up. So I don't know if I can see notifications or what's going on with the dashboard. It's really confusing. But yeah, so I guess let's go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and get my art program pulled up here real quick. And we'll go ahead and do some doodling and just kind of take it from there. So just a second. Okay. So according to this, it should show, yeah, it should show my art program just like usual. So we have, you know, we have the art. And only the art program, nothing else. So, needless to say, I think we're golden. So, yeah. Other than that, though, it's been a couple of days. So, how's everybody been? Like, I hope y'all are doing really good. Hopefully, you know. Johnny Doodles, what are you doing on here, Johnny? Aren't you streaming? Did you stop streaming already? YouTube's interface is confusing. Yeah, it looks a little confusing. Something I have to master for sure, but the only way that I'm going to learn is if I just dive right down in and do it. Real quick though, I can do two things at once. He's still streaming. Imagine, imagine. Well, you know what, Johnny? Just because I'm streaming on YouTube still doesn't mean I can't do this. Chat, I'm gonna link something, and yeah, there you go. There's Johnny's channel on Twitch. Go check it out. I could still do shout outs, just in a different format. In your face, Johnny. That's right. I can still do shout outs in a manner of speaking. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, we're just gonna do a little bit of doodling today, and just kind of hang out and stuff. Um, and you know, I will be in John's stream, by the way, as Pingor. Gotcha. Well, hello, welcome on in, welcome on in. I know everybody's name looks different for the most part. Like, there's some names I recognize, and I'm just like, oh hey, I know those people. And then there's some names that I'm just like, wait, who is this? So that's gonna be some. That's gonna take some getting used to for a little while. Ah, well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for helping me test out the stream. It's always appreciated whenever a testing stream is validated by the folks that come in and help out. But I appreciate it. So I think as far as doodles to get warm up, let me get something pulled up here. Let me get something pulled up here, because I think today we're gonna do a little fan art. How about that? Something a little different than we normally do. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. Because there's one particular piece of fan art that I want to do, and I gotta find it real quick because I need it as a reference. See, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Like, here we go. Okay, found some of the images. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. let's see if I can do this appropriately. Blake. So Soren, what was on the desktop is the question. Very simple, my good sir. NSFW content. More specifically, videos online. More specifically of the fursuit variety. That's what was on. That's what was on the screen. I'd say, I'd say go check it out, but that's not possible, because once someone brought it to my attention that the stream was going, I immediately ended and went to delete the VOD, but it was too late. It was already too late. My fate was sealed, unfortunately. But it's okay. Mistakes happen, and we learn from those mistakes, right? And it's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. And it could be so much worse. You know, I could be like some streamers out there who, you know, have videos of them, shocking their dog and abusing their animals. You know, it could be worse. But you know, I think a little NSFW content being displayed is like a slap on the wrist compared to some of the other stuff that some streamers have shown up on their streams. So, you know. I mean, look, it was bound to happen at some point, okay? There's McCoy. I figured that was you, McCoy, but uh now it's up to my normal account. Gotcha. I figured that was you because there's only one McCoy that I know, and that's you. So yeah, I figured that was you. It was my OG name. Ooh, getting OG McCoy content, huh? Actually, that's how Brad and I met originally on RuneScape years ago. We were in the same clan together. Nice. So you've known Brand longer than anybody. Well, in the fandom anyway. That's pretty cool. What was he like when y'all first met? I'm kind of curious now. I don't remember all that was like 15 plus years ago at this point. Ah, come on. We need some kind of embarrassing stories of the FOP, you know? They are so sensitive with the rules. People that stream in VR have gotten banned from their avatar being skimpy. If you are in a beach theme world, it's okay though. Yeah, Twitch's rules are a little strict, but I get why they're warranted. It's just, you know, what I did was a mistake. It was never intentional. Like, streaming is like it's an additional source of income for me. Why would I want to ruin that? Like I wouldn't. I wouldn't actively go out of my way to stream content that's gonna get me banned specifically. But it is what it is. It's a learning experience. Again, I've, you know, taken precautions to make sure something like that doesn't happen again. So, it's all good. Have y'all figured out who I'm drawing yet? I wonder. It can't be Cairo. It is definitely not Cairo. Not this time. Definitely not the boy. I mean, I could, but nah. I wanted to test this out by doing a. Yeah, it's not the boy this time. Yeah. Come on, it's got to be sinking in a little bit now. Brant, no, it's not the bot. No, it's not Wolf either. You trying, McCoy, Blake, y'all are trying. There you go, you finally got it. Well, I'm trying to, anyway. It's been a couple days since I've drawn. I've been, like, so stressed out with a lot of stuff. But there you go. Someone finally got it. I'm trying anyway, but, you know, it's turning out bad. Yeah, that's not working out. My goodness. I haven't drawn like this in a while. But seriously, how's everybody doing now? Oh. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It feels kind of weird starting over on a different platform, though. You know, it's not something that I've done before on here. I've wanted to stream on YouTube for a long time now, but I've just never really kind of like worked it in. Dude, that is terrible. Okay, well, thankfully we're in the sketch phase, so we're gonna ignore a lot of that. Hi, Storm. How you doing? I know, I'm on a different platform. Crazy, isn't it? Now I'm terrorizing YouTube with all my shenanigans. I hope they're ready. Just got back from work. Ooh, look at you in work. How you liking it so far? I know it's a bit different than what you're used to, but... Like, have you been able to find a place to live yet? Or are you still just kind of bunking it out for now? Bucking out for now. Places are tricky to find here. Gotcha. Well, I'm sure you'll find somewhere eventually. Might take you a little bit, but you'll get there. As long as you have a place to live, right? That's the important thing. And the bunkhouse is quite comfy. Oh, hey, I mean, as long as it's comfy and you're not, you know, worried about stuff, then hey. We are drawing Fox McCloud. Might as well. He's like on everyone's like he's like on everyone's like list at this point, right? It's all I keep seeing on Twitter. It's always just him. It's never anybody else anymore. It's only Fox McCloud that I see on Twitter now. It's so hard to tell between you, Brandon, and Fox because you all wear the same cocky grin. Hey. That is the generic Fox face, okay? I can't help that. It's not my fault. We're just confident in everything we do, okay? We ooze confidence. Besides, it's easy to tell us apart. Fox has short ears. He has a little mohawk going on. Bran has the typical furry hairstyle. Yeah, sure, but he's a little more beefier and he's got the scarring on his face. And then you got me, who is completely different from both because, you know, my character's a cross Fox. So it's easy to tell us apart. You're just being you know, speciesist, or you're stereotyping the species. Basically, that's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. You're just like, all foxes are the same. That's pretty much what you're saying. That's what you just said. You just said all foxes are the same. To which I have to say, wow. Wow, Blake. Wow. Oof, even with that, it's still not working. Come on, there's the lasso. Lasso. Thank you. There it is. I mean, it's the same cocky attitude, so I'm not wrong. What are you trying to say, Blake, huh? What are you trying to say? You could say all you buns are the same, but you know. Then he'd be like, no. Like, we are not all the same, thank you very much. And I'd be like, sure, you're not. Also, listen, if Judy didn't sass Nick, they wouldn't have gotten things done. Our sass and bratty ways are built in. I guess, but what happens when you have a fox who's both sassy and bratty at the same time? Then we don't need, there's no need for a bun companion. It's just all us at that point, you know? I'm the whole package. So I'm still not sitting right with this. That's when we just go hang out with wolves. Hank Howell, yes please and thank you. You can have Hank. Only one wolf on my mind, now and forever, unless a wolf somehow steals my heart, but I highly doubt that at this rate. Many have tried, many have failed. I'm an independent fop who don't need no wolf, except for one. Now I want to see a prequel to Star Fox with James and Pepe. No, but what I am hoping for though is I am hoping that with his with like the well received with how well received he was in the Mario movie, I do hope that Illumination Studios does make a Star Fox movie. I think that'd be really cool because they've been on a roll so far with video game movies, so I think that it would be really cool to see that. It could be like a continuation of after he gets home, basically, you know? It would be cool to see in 3D. And I know a lot of people aren't exactly too happy with some of Fox's design choices, but honestly, I kind of like him the way he is in the movie. Like, he still has that serious look about him, but he's also got that you know, that playful side, like this, you know. So I'm kind of glad they gave him this personality because I think it just works really well with the character. I don't know how I feel about some of this. The beloved Fox, it is Star Fox, yes. Speaking of Twitter and seeing him, I feel like a lot of the artwork is always of him without boots. People love those paws. Look, they can draw that all they want, but like at the end of the day, you know, the one that I've seen, it looks too realistic. If that makes sense. Like, it's not cartoony enough. Like, it doesn't match the overall character, like, design. I mean, kudos to them for interpreting it in their own way, but, like, yeah, that's... Yeah. It's like when when I see Mr. Wolf art, right? And the character Mr. Wolf is like super buff and muscular, and I'm like, but he's not. He's a skinny boy. You know, he's a skinny boy. He doesn't, have huge muscles or anything like that. That's personally part of his charm for me, is I don't not a muscular himbo like most wolves are. Listen, potions and chemicals exist and it's fine. Nah, not for me. I'll stick to the original source material in terms of appearance. I'm not gonna alter it in any way. This isn't Final Fantasy, Blake. Speaking of, did you see that the site for 7.5 is up? I can talk. I am a gym bunny, though. I guess people think of rabbits being soft and gentle. I'm like frat boy that would giving uppies and hugs. That begs the question: how tall are you? How tall are you, Blake? Are you like freakishly tall? Okay, yeah, that just made a mess out of it. Yeah, that just made a mess out of that. But no, it's we've done a little bit of art, but okay. So let's go ahead and close this out. We've done a little bit of fan art, kind of got the blood flowing a little bit with art, all that good stuff. So we're gonna delete that. We're not even gonna save it. I know, judge me all you want, but I don't care. I know what we can draw though. Let's try and draw a funny image with Soren and Kyra. How about that? It's been a while since I've drawn these two together. Alrighty. See, now chat, I'm starting to think that Blake might be like really tall. You gotta be like at least over 6 feet tall. If you're like, I give uppies, you know, you gotta at least be over 6 feet tall. I'm just saying. Da, da, da. Weird what? What are you talking about? But it shows it in the logs? Huh, that's weird. No idea what's going on with that, but that's fun to know. Yeah, I'm 5'10", but I've had people on my over your shoulder at cons. Gotcha. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what it was about LVFC, but so many people were like determined to pick me up, and I don't understand why. Like, never in my con-going experience have I ever had so many people just want to pick me up. It's so weird. If anybody wants to explain that somehow, then I'm all ears. But yeah, I've never had so many people want to just pick me up randomly before. Something tells me you'd be one of those people to try and pick me up too, Blake, and I don't know why, but I just get that feeling from you. To which I think I would just give you like the death stare. I just like just give you this, and like this look here. I just be like, you know, just angrily, just like, how dare. Okay. Yo, Wraith. What up? How's it going? No idea who you are if you're from my channel regularly or not, but hi, welcome in. A lot of people from my Twitch channel are showing up, but they all have different names compared to what I'm used to sometimes. I don't know. I just do it because people think I can't. It's like when people, yeah. That's not my username. Well, then what's your like? I don't know usernames on YouTube. This is all new for me. Fixed it, sort of. Corbin! Okay, there we go. What up, Corbin? I recognize that name. Somehow I'm using Corbin. Oh, someone's got your name. Time for a fight now. There can only be one musing Corvid. And you're it, musing. You gotta go find the other person. Gotta have a battle now. I don't know. Should I make his muzzle a little more rounder, or is this perfectly fine? No, it's okay, Corv. It's all my fault, really. So nothing can be done about it except I can blame myself, and that's about all I can do at the moment. See, and the thing is like, for some reason, I'm pretty confident that I can stream back on Twitch now, because when I go back to my channel, it no longer says, it no longer says suspended. It shows all my channel stuff again, but I don't want to risk it though, on the off chance that it's a mistake on their end, because the last thing I want to do is take advantage of that. So that's why I'm streaming on here. I'm just playing it safe until I can reach out to somebody from Twitch and be like, am I allowed to stream again or what? No, I can say, it was honestly just a mistake on my part. So basically what had happened was, after I rated out on my stream, I unknowingly forgot, I forgot to end, I forgot to end my OBS live, right? And so I was streaming my desktop, and when I thought the stream had ended, I had some very interesting stuff happening on my screen, aka I had pornography showing on my screen, without realizing that that it was still streaming, and yeah, that's what happened essentially. Yeah, Twitch does not take kindly to, NSFW images and graphic material being displayed on the screen. Hence why I got suspended. So it was nothing super serious, but it streamed long enough, um, to where I guess it caught attention, because I didn't know it was live until someone brought it to my attention. So that's the only reason why I knew about it. Otherwise, I would have been just as confused. It happens. A lesson learned, no longer streaming my desktop for anything unless I absolutely have to. And even then, I have issued stream checks to make sure that from there on out, um, that I, have precautions in place to ensure that it doesn't happen again, basically. Pro Fox maneuver, I know, right? Fox has gone wild was what he was showing. I'm not fond of the fact that I have to manually end my stream after rating. Yeah, I wish that it would just automatically close the stream after rating out, because that's a clear indicator that you're no longer live, but uh yeah, that's just how it is. With bonus corn star. I don't know about that, but no, it would be on this wrist. He's just so cute when he's a chibi form. Look at him. I'm gonna post a song later. It's a guy singing K-pop Demon Hunters, but in style Linkin Park. Ooh, I kind of like that idea actually. Moral of the story: don't open up the basically. I don't know why, but I think the facial expression's cute on both of them. He's like so annoyed, but at the same time, he's not. Poor Soren. He just doesn't know how lucky he has it yet. Oop, nope, need part of that. Plus, I get to show off something that I learned via TikTok. We did TikTok learning here over the past couple of days when I've been away. Okay, I think we're just going to keep that because this layer is going to be on top of it. Actually, let's go ahead and color it now. So that way, I can not worry about deleting stuff. First, I need to close this off. I went on a pilgrimage. I guess that's a way to look at it. That's what I learned. Now I can color all sloppily and not worry about a thing. But I need to redo that though. But yeah, I learned, thanks to some stuff on TikTok, that I can do some sloppy coloring now, especially with stuff like this. It's very sensitive. And now I can just delete on the outside of layers, so I can still keep some of the texture without like going over too much. And it's super convenient. I still have to do some adjusting and cleaning up every once in a while with some stuff, but comparatively to before, now I can just go at it all I want without too much craziness happening. So yay, we're learning things. Like I said, still have to do some touch up here and there, but for the most part though, not nearly as much as if I hadn't learned that little trick. I could link that tutorial in Discord, yes. Okay, so we need to select this, this, these, and that's it. Because that's the joy about Cairo. He is a simple boy to color. We need... So I made a slight change to part of Kairo's outfit, and it actually mimics an outfit that I now have in real life. So instead of a pink shirt, it's going to be a very light blue shirt. Because I found that light blue works incredibly well with things. So it is now a light blue shirt instead of a pink shirt, or a magenta shirt, whichever. Ooh, I think it's raining outside. There you go. I don't know. I kind of like I really do like the light blue on him, though. I think the light blue works really well. He's just so cute. I love him so much. Okay, now we can go back to inking Soren. I think it's cute. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. I think it is. Soren, in this relationship that I'm creating between these two, Soren would absolutely be that type of person that, like, visibly looks annoyed, but he's definitely not, because he's not used to this. Like, he would have no idea how to interact with this type of situation, right? Because, you know, he's usually just kind of on his own, doing his own thing. But then you got someone who's energetic and charismatic, like Kyra, coming into the picture and whatnot. And what happens when you take an introvert and put him with someone who's charismatic and extroverted? Yeah, you get an interesting reaction, that's for sure. Ooh, it's so relatable. It really is, isn't it? Because you're like, finally, I have someone that I can relate to, or finally someone that I can talk and hang out with, but at the same time, you're like, God, they're so annoying. Okay, we're gonna take a break from that for a second because I'm getting tripped up on some stuff, so we're gonna focus on everything else. That is way too thick. We're gonna do this on a separate layer, so that way we don't mess up anything else. Right, so then we're gonna duplicate so we can shrink it down just a tad for the screen. So we're gonna merge that down. And we're gonna take this and shrink it down just a tad so it's not super, super large. And then how's Cairo positioned? Okay, so we're gonna take Cairo and we're gonna position him down just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna get in really low here. Okay. Go. We're gonna leave the hand. I'm just gonna delete everything else. Okay. That done. Erase this. Oop, nope. Oh, I still got some blue to fix up. There we go. That's gone. Perfect. I think we're good. Yeah, because everything else will stay the same. Because I want them to pop out a little bit. Okay, and then, so we got to fix that one issue here. So what happens if we duplicate the layer? There we go. That's a little better. There we go. Oh, still got this little situation here. And so if we take this, there we go. There we go. Fix most of the. Uh oh. No! We still have this whole thing here. Okay, so what happens if we just do this? There we go, that's better. Perfect. All right, here we go. No, it doesn't look like a finger at all. That looks like something completely different. I don't mind this so much, but this needs to be a little bit smaller. Okay, we need to bring this in just a little bit. Okay, so we did that. Let's go ahead and Okay. Should be decent. So now I'll leave that alone for now. It's not perfect, but should be just fine for now. Ooh, that doesn't look good at all. Okay. So now I just need to determine this side here, so we're gonna have to do a little more sketching. We'll do this with so I might have to move this again. We gotta make it accurate with the arm, so. Okay. Good enough. Okay. Let's get us up here a little bit, because we want Soren to have some good fluff going on right there and whatnot. we go. We got that situated. It's all coming together, chat. It's all coming together. Love it. Okay. I wish this program had something similar to Clip Studio Paint, in that I could find out which layer something is in if I have a whole bunch of them jumbled up together. I think that'd be so convenient to have, but it doesn't have it yet. But I'm sure it will be a feature getting added soon at some point. Because it feels like they just added, definitely added the straight line feature where, like, you know, you do this, and it automatically like adjusts the line. But alright, yeah, once we get the base color laid down on this, I think this will be a good stopping point. I feel like the test stream was pretty successful. Everyone seems to be able to hear me just fine and see everything that I'm doing. I don't know if anyone's been chatting or not, because Blake was having some issues. How am I liking YouTube? I'm liking it, Johnny. Are you still streaming, by the way? Just got done. Alright, I'm trusting you, Johnny. So far so good. I'm enjoying it. It's no different than Twitch, in all honesty. Just you know, it's slightly different, but not by much though. Better stream for another hour? Yeah, okay, uh-huh. Sure. Oh no, my chats aren't going through. Mr. Soren Streamer, can you see this one? Mate, you know what? Uh-huh, yeah, keep it up, uh-huh, go ahead, I dare you. Yeah, we're gonna keep it as is. I kind of like the bigger head. He's cute, Louis. Okay, so now that we got this situated, so let's go ahead and merge that down below. Uh-oh. Oh, is it because of... I know what it is. Okay, is there like a gap somewhere that I'm not seeing? Oh, freaking right there. Okay. Any other gaps that I should know about? No? You good? You golden? Alright, let's try again. Oh, there's a gap right in here somewhere. Oh. There, are you happy now? God dang it, where the freak is this gap that I'm not seeing? Where's it at? There isn't one. There should not be a gap anywhere. Apparently there is. Wrong layer, chat. Wrong layer. Okay, I know that's better. Okay, let's try again. Thank you. Alright, that's what we're looking for. Here we go. We'll figure that out here in a minute. Boom. There we go. Deleting it all little by little. Something seems off about the color real quick. Or is... No, that's the right color. I don't know, something seems off about it. Maybe it's just me though. But Johnny, if you're still lurking around, how was the rest of your stream? Hopefully it was good. I don't know. This one's a little confusing. Uh, flipped it. Maybe that would help. That'll work for now. We're not gonna dwell on it too much. Do that. And then, so something I knew that I started to do with Soren, I don't know if anyone's been able to tell yet, but here. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Let this be a lesson. This is what happens when you don't plan out your stuff. You make mistakes. Okay. So there's the color, so why is it not deleting it? Oh, I bet it's because of this. Well, no, because I need that. I don't know anymore. Okay. This is okay. Okay. All right. All right. What is still missing? I went over this already. Where's this coming from? You go away. Thank you. Yeah, I did not plan this out the way I needed to. Honestly, I shouldn't be getting this frustrated, but I am. And I shouldn't be. Yes, thank you very much. No, we don't want all of that gone. We want all of this gone. Thank you. Okay. Next up, we want Soren's little fox mark. I don't even know what they're called. I just call them fox marks. It's pretty much what it is, right? Just a fox mark. Yeah, there we are. Now I just need to get some color to this. Whatever color that's gonna be, I don't know. Maybe do something like this, but a little darker. No. No, how about we do the same color as Cairo's shirt? There we go. Yeah. That way Cairo is represented on Soren just a little bit. Yeah, so we're gonna do this. So now we're gonna take this color, we're gonna make it a little bit lighter so it looks like he's on the phone. And then we're gonna take this, gonna make it larger. Something like that. Do an add. Duplicate it. Blur it out just a little bit. I say just a little bit, but that's a lot. Okay. So now we need to do this and add that. Need to get this little soft brush here. Add a layer above it so we can do this. Same with this, gonna do an add. Yeah, one of these, so we're gonna do something. Oh, that's too big. There we go. Okay. I think that's gonna be a good stopping point for this. That's kind of cute. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. Before I do anything else. There we go. That's better. I need more of this dynamic. There we go. Please just go away with that layer crap. Okay. There we go. Oh, poor Soren. Oh, wait, hang on. We gotta add a couple more things real quick here. There you go. Like he's talking. There you go. But alrighty, yeah, I think that is going to be a good stopping point. We did a good test stream. It was a good run while we had it. You know, only been going for a little bit now, but I think it's a success. Everything works. Y'all are here. Y'all are able to hear me. Y'all are able to see the stuff, see the things. So I think we are doing pretty good. So on that note, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. You all enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you all again soon. And I'm gonna reach out to Twitch and see if I'm good to stream on there again, because it looks like I can, but I want to make sure. So if I am able to stream on Twitch, great. We can continue business as usual and just go about it that way. But if not, then we'll pick it up back here. But until then, I will catch you all later and have a fantastic night. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.